And now for the review of Unit 9, Lost to the Sea. Just to give you a brief overview of this unit, it's basically about islands and how important they are for some countries. It's related to territory and the EEZs I mentioned earlier as well. And like I said earlier too, there's a bit of a dispute going on regarding some islands. And I think it's not just one country, there are a few issues with some places. We will not mention any names. All right, but to get on the topic of islands still, or to stay on this topic, in your opinion, Cody, should or can a country claim an island as their territory if the island is uninhabitable?
Uninhabitable.
Uninhabitable.
I think yes, if there is some established rule of the proximity to the mainland.
Yes.
So if that island is 400 kilometers away, no. That's my opinion.
Right.
Now, that's just one example, but I think, yeah, there's a lot of uninhabited islands surrounding a country, maybe a little further away, but I don't know every island and every area, but I understand the importance to the countries.
Right.
Because it gives them rights to everything economic within that area,
Right.
which is big for some countries, for fishing industries, for mining and resources.
Exactly.
That's why it's such a heated debate over this.
It's quite a hot topic actually.
Right.
And I mean, the big issue is basically that nature is reclaiming some of these islands, and people, these countries are panicking. But to talk about nature reclaiming, can you think of any examples or situations where nature kind of took something back from the humans or reclaimed it in a way?
Quite interesting question. The easiest example I can give is in many forested areas or older cities in America.
Right.
When people abandon a building, abandon an area, nature will 100% take over.
Exactly.
You'll start to see trees covering areas, vines and weeds, plants growing up around.
Right.
As maybe even covering a building sometimes.
Right. I mean, in some countries you get areas that were small towns that are completely deserted that become the ghost towns.
Yes.
And actually in Namibia, that's a neighboring country of South Africa, there's a very famous one, and it's in the desert, and the desert basically has reclaimed this town. A lot of the buildings are halfway covered by the sand.
Wow.
It's very spooky, but also, magnificent in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, and then that is it. Thank you for joining us.